Hello. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy January 3rd.
We really wanted to bring props, but we should have. But
we didn't think about it. Yep.
Yay. Happy New Year. I think everybody's excited about being in 2022. Finally, we are moving on. All the news reports that I choose to read are about the positive
leaving it in the past.
Changes for 2022. We're moving ahead. Yes, there's high prices, inflation, all that sorts of stuff, but still COVID, but it comes with every day. What we look into the new year is positive energy, positive thoughts, positive everything. So 2022 is going to be an amazing year. It's already started today on January 3rd.
Mm-hmm. So and that was a great house. That's over in
Mentone. Yeah. We had a lot of interest in it. Cute little house there. So we love selling in the Southwest and Mentone, all of Gainesville, all of Tampa, Saint Augustine, Ocala, the areas where but we've sold in Mentone for quite a few years. We have a little joke because we had a buyer that called it Mentone. Mm-hmm. So we call it Mentone. And my grandfather used to call Hail Haley because the Latins, they pronounce the E, so I love it. Mentone.
Mentone, Haley. I love it.
Yes.
So today we're basically taking a look back at 2021 before we close the final door on that chapter, other than the fact that we'll do numbers whenever they come out from Florida Realtors. Yeah. But we're leaving 2021 in the past, but we're going to take a quick look back and recognize some really special agents at Rabell Realty Group.
All right. So last year we had quite a few multi-million-dollar producers.
That's right.
This is anyone who produced $3 million and above, not including our top three. So we want to say congratulations to Cecile Arce up in the top left corner. And you want to go?
Oh, okay. Susan Hicks.
But we have to say yes to all of them. Yay, Cece. Yay, Susan.
Yay,
and then we have Meg Elkins. Excellent job. Yay.
Angela
Keedle
is that I'm like I always
so
want to call her by
under
her
Meg, so
other name.
Middle right. Yes.
Yep, Angela.
She has.
She's our original agent.
Our original agent.
The very first Rabell Realty Group agent that we ever hired. She was brand new. I'll never forget it. She came to me and said, "I want to get into real estate," and I said, "Wow, here's a secret."
Yeah.
We're opening a brokerage. Get your license and then come over and join us. And she did, and it's great. So,
yes, we love that she has stayed with us throughout this. Works a lot downtown, Duck Pond downtown area. So if you have any interest in information downtown, she's your girl. Now Jose, which is over on the left, at least our left, I don't know if we're looking at the same way you are, Jose Comple Rossi, he's a new agent, and his first year he not only does real estate, but he also is an accountant, bookkeeper, and he's opening a new restaurant.
I know. I'm like,
and his first year did over $3 million, so that's pretty excellent. Great job. Yay
Jose, yay Angela. So I guess I was going to go over to Trey because I wanted to talk about her cute little dog, who's much larger now. But I just love that because she adopted this dog. Let me think. When did we do pictures? Back in September. And I love that she takes them out with her and includes them in her.
She's a dog
everyday
girl.
life.
Same with Meg up at the top, but she doesn't have her dog in her picture. But
I know.
We've got some dog lovers on here.
Yep.
For
so
sure.
Trey Anderson.
Yay,
Trey.
great job, Trey. And then in the middle, we have Megan Green.
Hampton. Megan Green Hampton.
Yes. Well, we call her Megan Green in our office.
And she's in green.
Legally, she's Megan Green Hampton in green.
If you're looking for her on our website, you'll find her.
And she produced over $3 million as well. So excellent job, Megan.
And she's a mother of three.
A single mother of three, right?
So and I'm not sure exactly how old the oldest one is, but they're all under 15. So I think that's incredible to be in a multi-million-dollar producing situation and have three youngish children.
right on her own. So great job. And then Lisa Moore is one of our Tampa agents, and actually she was hit by a bus and was in the vehicle hit by a bus, and has had extensive surgeries and not done, it's been really hard for her, but she was still a top producer. So
and
above
she
$3
moved
million.
her son, her only child, off to college, and so she's still all of that, and she's still killing it in real estate. So
anyone who thinks they can't do it, you can. These great, incredible realtors all did it, despite whatever happened during 2020 and 2021. But last year they were multi-million-dollar producers, and their 2022 is going to look so amazing hopefully without all of the tribulations, more triumphs. So we celebrate them for their great job. Now let's get on to our top three.
The top three agents, so they're multi-million-dollar producers also, but they are the top volume-wise at Rabell Realty Group.
So Sky, our top three, Sky Mays.
Yay, Sky.
I want to say her third year in real estate. Somewhere around that. We're really bad at that, I guess. But she produced over $8 million. So it was her best year ever in 2021. Sky. She did a great job. We're super proud of her and all her hard work. And I know that she called us a lot with fears and worries and, problems, but she got through it. So again, this idea of you can get through anything. Love it.
I love it. Yep, good attitude. Next up is Mike Rust.
Mike Rust.
Do we have an idea of what was his volume?
Yeah, he did over 9 million. So right around, almost right to 10 million. So I know that he's a super hard worker. He does a lot of his own marketing. He also has a band, and he played for us.
I think we're going to see a little bit of that later.
Yeah. He played for us. We'll show those photos, and he loves playing with his band. He's a great singer. They do a lot of, American rock, 70s rock, and, some great music that you can sing along with. So he's a fun one to have at a party.
Yep. So also a dog lover. He just got a new dog. He's got cats. He's got 2 kids, a wife that's an artist in town.
An amazing artist, right?
Yep. So he's got the whole package running for him.
And our
drum roll for number one. Who's number one?
There we go, Jackie. We know you have seen her a lot. Actually, all three of these monthly as we posted our top. We did miss the top December because we really wanted to focus on top 2021. But Jackie, over 15 million, almost 16 million. So incredible. She is a super hard worker. She has 2 sons, both.
One's in the band.
Yeah,
Woo,
one's a band nerd,
life.
band geek.
What?
You know it.
That's offensive. We
no,
are not
Justin
geeks.
is excellent. He loves his music. They love their horses. She had 3. Now she's down to 2 because the other horse, she was actually babysitting for a friend in Miami. So she's from Miami, came up to Gainesville, and really showed that, no matter where you go, you can really kill it if you have synergy, heart, and hustle. And this girl hustles. She's
love
got
it.
Heart, and she hustles. So
that's exciting.
Yes.
So
excellent job, Jackie. So proud of all of you, all of our Rebellion who are not up here. Everybody did really well, but these guys, really made their mark in 2021.
What do you think 3 top qualities are in a top producing realtor? For those of you who are watching who either want to get into real estate or are in real estate and aren't sure why they're struggling, what are 3 things?
So number 1 is that you listen. You listen to your customers, you listen to the people around you, what they're looking for, what they want, what they need from you. You just listen. You don't overtalk. You don't give your opinion. You listen, and so that's number 1. Another thing is, I think no matter what the problem is or what's happening, you find a way. So you kind of like thinking outside of the box. And I think this is true with anything that you do. You could be a doctor, a nurse, a teacher, listening, thinking outside of the box to get it done. And positive attitude, which I think goes with the getting it, thinking outside of the box. Real estate is not as easy as everyone thinks it is.
It's not.
It's also not as hard. I mean, that's why you don't have to have like a major degree, but you do. I mean, another couple things in there is like patience, but I think that goes with listening, and it's just the eagerness to get it done, to get the job done. So our core values are synergy, heart, and hustle. And synergy is working with others. So I think that goes along with listening. Heart is like really, thinking outside the box. You love this. You want to make it happen. And hustling is just getting it done, working, getting through everything to make it work. But positive attitude
makes a huge difference.
Is number 3 up there for me. What about yours?
So I definitely think, and I want to touch on that. I think listening for sure, but there is a difference between hearing and listening.
It's listening, not hearing.
So because we've talked about this with our agents sometimes, where I'm like, you can't just listen, like you can't just let them talk. You have to listen to what they're saying, because oftentimes they're saying, well, I want a 3-bedroom with 2 bathrooms in this neighborhood, but everything they're picking and showing you is saying something different. So you have to listen to what they're truly trying to tell you. And that is a skill, and that is something we work on and try to teach the agents. I I'm going to throw respect in there. And I don't know if respect is the right word. So you tell me, but a long time ago, somebody told us that they treat everybody the same, no matter the price point. And I will be honest with you. I know we feel that way, but I have met a lot of people through the years who are either in real estate or were in real estate who do not have that philosophy. And I remember a time when we were selling Tower Oaks condos,
Which we still do.
And make a,
and now now we manage them.
Yes, now we manage them. A lot of them, actually, or quite a few of them. But I remember the commission check was like $300 or $400. It was one of the smaller ones, but the woman had the same experience as somebody who was buying a $500,000 plus house.
Right.
And she, I can't remember if she bought a couple of them, or I know we talked with her a few times over the years, but to me, I think that is a huge part of real estate, is not being a snob or whatever you want to call it, but like having respect for the person, because this might be the biggest purchase they ever made.
I think you can hone that down to not one word, but treating everyone equally and fairly, right?
I think that is so important.
Yeah, I think so too.
Sorry, he put his camera up and it just distracted me.
Pictures. All right, what's your third one?
My third one, I'm going to be different from you, even though I totally agree with all yours. I'm going to say time management.
Perfect.
I think you have to have the ability to manage your time, because what I see happen to a lot of people is they'll be working their leads, or they're not working their leads. We'll do both scenarios. And somebody will call and they will stop what they're doing and race out the door to help them, when in fact they're not actually helping them, because they didn't take the time to make sure that they are pre-qualified or pre-approved, or whichever case they're looking for, to
or
listen
really
to
ready
what they're
to buy
looking
right
for.
now.
Right.
Yeah.
I see people run out the door, and then the buyer's like, well, I'm not really looking until next year. I just wanted to see what was on the market.
Right.
So I think time management's incredibly important, because if you're not, yes, we have a flexible schedule and we can work whenever we want. But let me assure you, it's not actually that way. You have to put in the hours. You have to prospect every day. You have to keep in touch with your current deals and your current sellers and buyers and all of that. There are things that have to be done throughout the day. So you really have to kind of learn how to make a schedule that works for you in your life, and also what you're comfortable with in terms of prospecting. If you prefer cold calling in the late afternoon or evenings, set your schedule so that you can do that. So I think time management is critical in a good agent as well. But I agree, having synergy and working with other realtors and other people involved in the industry, correct, is super important. So there's probably, we'll just say there's probably 10 great ones. Maybe we'll write a list and put them on the blog.
And I think time management is really important also, to be able to keep that, the ability to listen, the ability to think outside the box and come up with other scenarios on how to get something closed or something done for a buyer or seller, and also a positive attitude. Because if you're running yourself ragged, you're going to fall out of all of those great things that can make you a great agent. And you're falling out of it because you're running yourself ragged because there's no time management. And it's really well known in like the sales world in general to do that.
A lot of salespeople run themselves out of the business.
And I mean, buyers and sellers, you're out there and oftentimes you think, let's jump on it right now. I want this done right now. We are in that period of time where everything happens now. So as an agent, to be a really successful one, time management is really important, so that you're not, like Rebecca said, running out at the moment's notice, and you're setting schedules and expectations for others. So, I mean, you remember the buyers, they knew me from high school because I'm from here, the wife, and then they were calling me at 12 o'clock at night to discuss real estate. And I finally had to put, the kibosh on that, because 12 o'clock at night, you really shouldn't, you should be closing down.
Please don't call me after 9 unless it's an emergency.
But that's up to you. I mean, we talked about this during the holidays.
Some realtors don't mind.
Some realtors, let me know that, oh no, where I'm working, during Christmas, and they were all woe is me. But that's your decision. If your decision is to work on a holiday because either you don't have, family, you don't have a feeling for their holiday, maybe you don't celebrate that holiday, that is perfectly fine for you. But it's not going to be perfectly fine for every realtor. No. So you have to time manage based on your time.
I mean, I'm an early morning riser. I try not to write y'all at 4 or 5 a.m.
Even though you're like, yes. My thoughts are all right now.
Here's some articles I just read.
I'll wait till 6 a.m., not 4.
I do. If you write me at 11 o'clock at night, I will write you at 4 when I wake up. So,
because you're already usually sleeping by then.
I'm asleep by 11 typically.
All right, well, we can keep talking about this all day long, being broker realtors for a long time, but let's go ahead and take a break and watch our little mid video. Thank you.
I discovered Rabell Realty Group through Kristen Rebecca and Rebecca, meeting them different places, showing houses or open houses that they were having, parade of homes even, and that was really impressive to me. I left my other agency and I wanted to check out several others, and the first place I came to was Rabell Realty Group, and I just liked the vibe. I liked the people that met me at the door, were friendly, and said, "You want to work here? Stay here, sit down, let me get you a cup of coffee." Kristen and Rebecca aren't here right now, but I know they want to talk to you. And the next thing you know, I'm talking to them on the phone and they're eager to meet me. They have marketing here that is just over the top. I feel like I can stay really current with today's market working with this company. Financially, they give me a great opportunity to make money. There's a lot of business that comes my way through working with this agency. I've already talked to several agents, young ones wanting to come here because I think it's a great opportunity for them to start a business. We're in charge of our own destiny, and they make that really clear and give us all the tools that we need to build the kind of business that we want. I find it really easy to recommend this company.
Hello. All right, we're back on. Hello, hello.
And that was multi-million-dollar producer,
right?
Trey.
Our doggy girl. She's actually a horse girl, a dog girl, a golf girl.
Chickens.
Chicken girl. Yeah, she knows a lot. You can have conversations with her all day long about everything.
She'll tell you about the plants and how you can do this
every
as a
plant
natural mosquito repellent. Yeah, she's fabulous.
So yeah, if you want to know all about buying and selling a house, you've got Trey, but you also have someone who can tell you all about dogs and horses and your local fauna and flora. How about that?
I'm not going to lie. I had to say that in one of the videos that we make, short media videos. And
fauna and flora. Was it hard to say?
Yes, it was, because it was
fauna
about
and flora.
Yep. I'm like, are we talking about the witches from Sleeping Beauty? What are we? What's fauna and flora?
I had to think about it. That's like a fourth grader word. Set of words.
I was just like, I've never heard it described that way. But yeah. So, anyways, you'll have to watch to see which video that is.
We'll play it here one day, and I'm going to laugh next time I hear it when we're watching it.
You'll know it when you hear it, because I sound uncomfortable going, in the fauna and flora.
Well, that's too funny. Well, let's look back at 2021. I think it's funny that last week we were kind of talking about like what's coming, and this week we're just talking about what's going out. But we had a really fun year despite, kind of being still closed down here and there for COVID. But we had 2 of these Fit for Fun at Rabell. And it's something that we have during spring and summer. You could say summer, fall, where we invite 4 different vendors that we know that are fitness inclusive type, they're thinking health and fitness vendors. And we hosted it at Rabell on a Saturday, which is in Hale Plantation during that farmer's market. And so people can come in and learn a little bit about being healthy and keeping fit and talk with these other vendors, but also get to know us at Rabell. So,
I thought those were great.
Yeah, they were fun.
I know Betsy Suda with Suda Fitfoot
right?
Came. She's got that cute little trailer with the flamingos on it.
Right.
I know flamingos are your favorite. So
she's a runner, and so she talks about everything so you can get better shoes for running, better clothes for running. Different. If you're a major runner, unlike me, I did run a marathon many years ago, but never again. No, 5Ks are enough for me. But, these little supplements that you can have as you're running or after you run, things like that. But we also had Halo Health, the past one, and she sells CBD oils and things. We actually had Heather Harden on here. Do you remember Dr. Harden?
I do.
She was one of our speakers. And we've had Access Studio, but we also have had Zen Fitness on. So they've come in and talked about, keeping fit. We've had Carly Assay on here. He will more than likely be back on here because he has so much information about staying fit with diet, with mindset, with just your health in general, working out and stuff. So we love talking with him.
Tis the season.
Now we're out of
the
right?
festive season. We're into the get healthy, well, fit, resolutions, all that stuff again. So we should probably plan another Fit for Fun.
We'll do them every year though.
And we didn't get a picture of it, so we need to pull a picture of it. But before we did this event, our very first event of the year, which was to test the waters to see how people were feeling, because last February it was still kind of up in the air with COVID. We did a small gathering called Galentine's Day.
That was a lot of fun.
Yep.
This is not Galentine's Day pictures, though.
Party,
we don't have the pictures.
Yeah. But we did this, and it was really fun. We made jewelry, and it was just kind of all the girls that we know from the industry and the realtors, and kids were there, and that was a lot of fun. So we will look at bringing that back. But 2021, we did get a little wild, it looks like, as I see all these pictures.
We pulled quite a few pictures. So the year before, 2020, all of the events in Hale were shut down. And being that we're in Hale, those were like major events for us. But this year, only Oktoberfest was shut down due to new, COVID variants. But we went ahead and we celebrated ourselves.
Oktoberfest.
Right. So we had a fun, and that's where Mike Rust and his band played. So, we were able to hear their great music, their great tunes, and, quite a few people came. Definitely not the amount of people who come to the normal Oktoberfest, but Rabell Oktoberfest was really fun. Mm-hmm. And then for Halloween, you all remember, it was not that long ago. Our team dressed up. It was mostly the two crazy brokers right here and Susan. And then our staff members. Mm-hmm. I think the realtors got a little nervous with us being so crazy. I will tell you, we dressed up way too much. We need to do that just on Fridays.
Yes, we're gonna update that for this year. We'll do Friday themes. But I mean, it was a lot of fun. We did 80s and pirates and
practice TikTok
Barbies.
videos,
yep, we
like the one with the pumpkin on the head.
Oh yeah, we practiced. We did TikTok trends. So we've enjoyed 2021. I will say that 2021 brought us TikTok.
Yes.
As a brokerage, we kind of had it in 2020, but it was a lot quieter. This year, we tried to ramp it up and work on our editing skills. If you check us out on there, you'll find cool points of interest in Tampa and Gainesville. I think I've got 2 on Saint Augustine. Mm-hmm. So you've got some points of interest. More are coming. Look, I'm not as fast. I'm not 14 years old. It takes me a little longer to zoom in and do all the little editing things. But we're working on it for you.
Also want to say up at the top middle, which you might not be able to see, is that Jackie was in the Real Producers magazine. Now, we were in it in 2020 as...
that was that time you made me jump in the freezing pool.
Yeah, right. That was a lot of fun. But Jackie was in as... the fact that she's been in real estate, I forget what the title was and I can't see it right now, but she's been in real estate for so long, so she couldn't be like an up and coming. She's just newer to Gainesville. So it was all about that 1 month where she had like 21 closings, which is probably why she's top realtor of the year this year in Rabell.
That's
but
crazy.
It was, the fact that they were just celebrating the fact that she did so much in real estate. And the article was all about her horses and her boys, her family, her love for, being out there, and then also her love for real estate and, being a realtor in Miami. But now coming to Gainesville and actually living in Alachua and being a real estate agent here in this area rather than there, and how much she loves it. Everybody loves getting out of Miami. No offense, Miami people.
Nah, take the offense. We also, I'm just joking. We love you all. No, we also had some great podcast guests on. Mm-hmm. You mentioned Dr. Heather Harden.
Right.
We had Carly Say.
Yes.
We had Mosquito. He's not Mosquito
Well, it's
Joe.
Jason Osborne of Mosquito Joe, right?
Well, so I subbed for Kristen and B&I for 2 weeks, and it was I knew he was Mosquito Joe.
We call him
Mosquito Jason
yes.
on his name thing. He was on.
We had Alex Black also, the solar panel. So
we had a ton of great guests on. We're looking forward to 2022. If you're interested in being a guest, let us know.
Yes.
We would love the opportunity to have you come on and speak.
Well, we're running out of time, so let's get to the next slide.
Yes.
Talk more about what we did this year. So this was really fun.
Yes, we went to UF and spoke.
We went to UF and we spoke in the communications school with a past customer of ours. It's a professor there, and she invited us talking about, team building, being a team, being the leader of a team, and, what we do to communicate with our team and how to keep the team moving forward. So that was a lot of fun. Thank you so much, Lisa Atherin, for inviting us. That was probably one of my favorite things of this year, is being up there and, talking with young people who want to see what we aged. We're not really aged. We experienced people are doing, in the business.
Wait, were you with those
hey
people
girl,
thought
what
we
are
were
you
old?
turning this year?
I'm turning the big 40. That's right. The countdown is on.
I'm turning the 4-5. Isn't that crazy?
that's normal. No, I think it's all. I'm like, I was talking about somebody that was 73 years old today, and I was like, oh yeah, they're not even that old.
Yeah, that's true.
It's funny how that works. I don't think you're old until you're about 95. Then I'm going to consider you old. So
I don't know. Paco wasn't old at 98. So
no, he wasn't. He was an exception. But I'm just giving my rule. So
all right, let's move on.
But yeah. So and then in December was our last, and that was the Christmas party.
Oh yeah, let's go back to the Christmas pictures because
this was great. I missed it, unfortunately.
So we had two Christmas parties, actually, because we celebrated the Light the Village. Light the Village in Hale was open. I don't think we have pictures of those. But that was a great event. Lots of people came by. It wasn't as big as normal years, but it was still pretty big despite the COVID fears and everyone getting back together. So that was really fun. There was a train. We also had live music inside. And we got to see a lot of our friends, everyone that we work with. I guess the picture's gone, but that's okay. And then we had our Christmas party at Tinker downtown. And if you all know, Tinker is a food truck also, Venezuelan food. But they have a beautiful location downtown if you ever want to have some great food. Also a great place to host a party, wedding party, birthday party, anything. It's beautiful. And they've got a full bar and a restaurant. So check it out sometime. It's really great. But yeah, 2021 was a really fun year, and we know that 2022 is going to be even better. So we thank you for joining us on this very first podcast of this wonderful year, and we hope to see you at all of the ones coming up soon, every Monday at 2:00.
That's right. And if you have a property that you are sick and tired of dealing with, but you don't want to sell it because the market continues to rise and you want to continue to build that equity over the next couple of years, and you don't want to manage a renter, call us. We would be happy to rent it out for you. Hunt down a quality tenant, make sure rents are collected, maintenance is done, repairs are taken care of. You just sit back and relax on the beach and we'll stroke you checks. It's that easy. Just reach out to us at 352-213-6410 after the show.
Yeah, after the show. All right. If you are looking to get into real estate or join a team or just change your real estate career or just have questions about what it's like being a real estate agent, realtor, email us, join@buysellerbell.com. We'll schedule a time with you and we'll talk with you all about it.
And if you would like to get social with us, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, and YouTube.
Like and share. We'd love you to come visit all of these pages. We have a lot of fun on them. All right. And did you know we have a blog? We do.
I do.
We have a blog that goes over the local markets and local real estate and just what we love to do in the state of Florida.
All things Florida.
All things Florida.
And if you would like to have your own podcast, please reach out to the Fiesta Media. We would like to thank them for the production of this podcast and every other podcast we have put on. You can reach them at 352-327-5089.
Thank you, Fiesta Media, always. And thank all of you for watching, taking part, and coming back to see us all the time. So we'll see you next week.